Hello, in this video we will look at different Indian music art forms and different types, how they evolved and all these things. Coming to the major classification of the Indian music, there can be classified as either classic or folk songs, and they present a mixture of both classic and folk songs and evolve new music. Apart from all this, there is also the modern music. Coming to the first one, classic Indian music. Generally, the classic Indian music has been either comes under the subcategory of the Hindustan music or either into the Carnatic music. Coming to the Hindustani music, this Hindustani music generally this Hindustani music focuses generally on the musical structure and the possibilities of improvising in it. It adopted a scale of Shuddha Swara Saptaka, that is, it is an octave of natural notes. 10 main styles are present in it. These are about somewhat about the Hindustani music. What is the major difference between the Hindustani and Carnatic when we see? Hindustani music sees its origin in the Vedic era itself, but Carnatic has been seen its origin in the recent eras. Flute and violin are the common instruments between these two musics. When coming to the Hindustani music, outside influence has been seen. Thus, there is a scope of improvisation is broader. That's why different types of gharanas has been developed in this Hindustani music. Different types of music has been developed. Whereas coming to the Carnatic, there is no influence of the outer improvisation. That's why it is indigenous. There is no concept of the Gharana involved here. There are no different styles or modifications has been done in the Carnatic. Whereas Hindustani, there are different Gharanas have been developed. Hindustani is a emotional music, while as Carnatic is related to the intellectual and spiritual music. Some of the musical instruments related to the only to the Hindustani music are tabla, santur, sitar, and sarangi. Whereas coming to the Carnatic, veena, mrudangam, and mandoli are the important instruments of the Carnatic music. Generally, Hindustani music spreads over North India and the West India, whereas Carnatic music has its spread over in the peninsular India. That's why somewhat south. And Hindustani music has less ragas compared with the Carnatic, that is six only, whereas Carnatic has 72 ragas, which is said to be Melakarta, that is the parent ragas. In the Hindustani music, major emphasis will be on the instrument as well as vocals, whereas Carnatic, the total emphasis on the vocal music itself. No, nothing more on the instrumentation. And when coming to the Hindustani music, gradual building up of tempo has been observed very slowly to very fast has been seen. Whereas in Carnatic, the music will go constantly and fairly fast tempo throughout it. And composition based, Carnatic is composition based, whereas Hindustani is raga based. Hindustani somewhat adheres to the time, whereas Carnatic doesn't adhere to the time. These are about the major differences between the Hindustani music and the Carnatic music. And when coming to the, there is so much scope for the improvisation of the Hindustani music. That's why different styles, sub-styles have been originated from the Hindustani music, including Drupad, Kayal, Damar, Tumbri, Tarana, and the Tappa. Coming to the first one is that is the Drupad. It is one of the oldest and the grandest forms of the Hindustani music, Drupad. It's mentioned in the Natya Shastra itself between the 200 BC to 200 AD. Its roots in older forms, including Prabandha and Dhruvapada. Drupad has its reached zenith as consolidated position during the rule of the Akbar. Later, Akbar patronized musical masters such as Babu Gopal Das, Swami Haridas, and Tansen. Tansen is one of the Navaratnas. Gwalior Raja Mansingh Tomar also patronized Drupad. In medieval times, a major form of music is this Drupad. 18th century, it's in a state of decline. Essentially, it is a poetic form, precise over elaboration of the rag. Dhruva is somewhat unmoving. The return of Swara, Kala, Shabda will be at a fixed point. Drupad starts with Alap, which means somewhat goes like that's all. Sounds like that, involving no words at all, evokes mood in the audience, and it is a pure music without distraction of words. Tempo gradually rises and go on, then followed by Bandish and Tal. Emphasis on the bass voice. Drupad uses Sanskrit syllabus and has temple origin. In the Drupad, there are different Gharanas again. There are Dagari Gharana, Darbhanga Gharana, and the Betiya Gharana, Talwandi Gharana, based on the origin and the family of the developer. Dagari Gharana related to the Jaipur region, whereas Darbhangi Gharana in the Kandarwani and Gauravani, they developed this. This is, and coming to the Betiya Gharana, this Betiya Gharana, it is a Haveli style school of origin, and its exponents now are Mishra family. Now currently Indra Kishore Mishra is the practitioner of this. And Talbandi Gharana perform Kandarwani style. Generally, this Talbandi Gharana is the present in the Pakistan, which is the birthplace of the Guru Nanak, that is the Talwandi. And coming to the Kayal. Kayal means Kayal. This Kayal somewhat means ideal or imagination. Origin attributed to the Amir Khusro. This Kayal has been originated through the court musician of Alauddin Khilji, that is the Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro is also famous for the founder of the tabla as well as sitar. Kayal is very romantic music. Lyrics are very fresh, provides greater scope for the improvisation. Freedom of structure and form can be seen. Kayal generally, the theme here is romantic in nature, including love, divine creature. Its origin this Kayal's origin generally based on the Drupad itself, its previous form. From there, it has been originated, and frequent tones and alankars has been changed in it and forms a completely different form of music. Kyal is based on repertoire of the short songs. Generally, Kyal composition referred to as Bandish. Remember this? The composition of the Kyal referred to as Bandish, and exceptional Kyal compositions are generally seen in the praise of Lord Krishna. There are generally two types of Kyals has been seen. They are Bada Kyal and Chota Kyal. Pandit Jasraj is famous for this proponent of this Kyal, and major Gharanas under Kyal are Gwalior Gharana and the so-called Kirana Gharana, Patiala Gharana, Agra Gharana, and also this so-called Bendibaja Gharana. Coming into these different types of Kyal Gharanas, The first one, Gwalior Gharana. It is the oldest and most elaborate of all Kyal Gharanas. Equal emphasis on Raga and Radha, not that important. Remember Vishnu Paluskar. After him, Paluskar Awards for the Hindustani singers has been given. Important singers of the Gwalior Gharana of the Kyal is Vishnu Paluskar. And Kirana Gharana, the founder for this is Naya Gopal. And here concern towards expression of note and precise tuning has been seen. And coming to the Patiala Gharana, the founder is Bade Fateh Ali Khan. Here stress on great rhythm. Composition generally focus on emotions and alankars. It uses unique tons, gamaks and gayaki, which is in Tarana style. This next Bendi Bajar Gharana, generally based in the Bombay. These are fast lyrics and controlled breathing has been observed in this. Somewhat related to the Carnatic Raga and Hindu lyrics. Founding singers of this Bendi Bajar Gharana are Cheju Khan, Najir Khan and Khadim Hussain Khan. And coming to the last thing, that is the Agra Gharana. Fayaz Khan revived this with a fresh and lyrical touch. Thus, Agra Gharana has its origin because of the Fayaz Khan. From then, it is called as Rangila Gharana, which Gharana of the Khyal is also called as Rangila Gharana, means Agra Gharana. Composition generally a blend of Khyal and the Drupad Gharana. Drupad style. Both Khyal and Drupad combines to form this so-called fresh and lyrical touch Gharana, that is the Agra Gharana. Generally, special emphasis on the Bandish in composition. Current proponents are Mohin Khan Naizi and Vijay Kutsu. And coming to the next thing, that is the we will look at Tarana style, then we will go for the other things. This Tarana, it is a vocal form of the Hindustani style. It is said to have been developed by the Amir Khusro. Generally, vocalists are urged to move away from the song text to musical instruments. Thus, rhythm plays very crucial role. Here, thus, in the Tarana, rhythm plays very crucial role. Structure generally include main melody, then the second contrasting melody, and then followed by faster tempo. This is the structure. Main melody generally short and repeated many times. Generally, we seen in the normal modern day songs also. And the second contrasting melody having higher notes in between of the songs. This is structure of the Tarana style. World's fastest Tarana singer, famous is the Pandit Ratan Mohan Sharma. He is also called Tarana Ke Badshah, who is referred to as Tarana Ke Badshah means Pandit Ratan Mohan Sharma. And coming to the semi-classical Hindustani music styles, these are Tumri, Tappa and Gajal. This Tumri, Tappa and the Gajal styles, these are said to be the semi-classical Hindustani music styles. These are their completely comes under the subcategory, whereas this Tumri, Tappa and the Gajal are the semi-classical, somewhat linked with other forms, slightly deviate from the standard structure of the raga, these three versions, and have light version of ragas used in this include Bhupali raga and Malkaush raga, and used in light version of the tala and used Madhyam Drutlaya in the fast tempo. Emphasis more on the bhava and lyrics than Alap Jod Tan Jala. Next, coming to the, this is so-called Tumri. Tumri is based on the mixed ragas. Composition include romantic and devotional, inspired by the Bhakti movement, and composition language include Hindi, Awadh dialect, and Braj Bhasha also. Tumri is characterized by its inherent sensuality. Singer has great flexibility with the use of the raga in the Tumri. Tumri has a generic name for Dadra, Hori, Kajari, Savan, Chola, and Chaiti. These are the names, generic names. And two types of tumri are including Purbi tumri and the Punjabi tumri. Purbi tumri is the slower tempo, whereas Punjabi tumri is the fast and lively tempo. Main tumri gharanas based in the Banaras and the Lucknow. Famous singer in the tumri present day is the Begum Akhtar. Also Ghazal Dadraj. And next coming to the Tappa. Tappa has its originating during the folk songs of the Northwest India during the camel riders, generally in the parts of Punjab and Rajasthan. These were legitimated by the Mughal king Muhammad Shah. That's all, nothing is important here. Expounders include Pandit Lakshman Rao of the Gwalior Shanno Purana. Ghazal, poetic form with rhythmic couplets. Ghazal is poetic with rhythmic couplets. Origin can be seen in Iran in the 10th century AD itself. Ghazal has some less than or equal to 12 couplets. India has influence of Sufi mystics and new Islamic sultanates and reached its zenith in the 12th century. Amir Khusro is one of the first expounders of the art making of this ghazal. Ghazal is a specific form that deals with just one subject. It may be include love, or it may be include divine or humanity, all these things. Generally, when coming to the love, it is unconditional and superior love. Lyrics are complex somewhat. Expounders of this ghazal include Muhammad Iqbal, Mirza Ghalib, Rumi, and Hafez. And next thing, so-called famous Carnatic music. This Carnatic music played in the traditional octave. The music is generally Kriti based and focuses more on the Sahitya than the Raga. Here, lyrics are more important than the Raga. That's all about the Carnatic music. It is somewhat related to the intellectuality and spirituality rather than vocal and Raga. Parts of the composition in the Carnatic music include Pallavi, Anupallavi, Varnam, and Ragamalika. Generally, half thematic lines, generally these are repeated stanza makes the Pallavi. And coming to the Anupallavi, followed by the Pallavi, one or two lines include the Anupallavi. Generally sing at the beginning and sometimes at the end of the song, but not necessary to repeat after each charanam. Varnam generally usually sung at beginning of recite, and Raga Mallika. Raga Mallika is concluding part of the performance. And some of the instruments of the Carnatic music are mridangam. Melodic piece improvised in the free rhythm with mridangam called as tanam. Those pieces without mridangam are said to be the ragam. And coming to the next thing, that is the folk music. Coming to the folk, there are different folk songs have been practiced in different areas of the country. Among them, we will discuss important things. Bhagavati, it was seen in the Carnatic area. Bihu Geet, generally in the Assam, during the crop times, they will sing this song. And Povada in the Maharashtra area, and Lavani in the Maharashtra area, Dandiya in the Gujarat area. Coming to one by one, Bauli generally is spread across the Bengali religious sect, somewhat including some Hindu Bhakti movement and the Sufi music, including the Kabir also. This music represents preaching of long heritage of mysticism in the Bengal. Example, Lolan Fakir. And next one is the Vanavan. Vanavan generally seen in the Kashmir area. Kashmiri folk song sung during the wedding ceremonies is said to be the Vanavan. And coming to the Bhagavati, it is seen in the areas of Karnataka. It is emotional song, popular of masses in the Karnataka and Maharashtra area. Musically very close to the ghazal, sung at a slower pitch. Themes include love, nature, and philosophy. Pandavani. This Pandavani generally seen in the areas of Chhattisgarh. It is a folk song based on Mahabharata and the Bhima as hero. The name itself, Pandava, represents Bhima as seen as the hero in it. It is all inclusive of Gayan and Vadan. And coming to the Alha, seen in the Madhya Pradesh area, and a heroic ballad song. This Alha is a heroic ballad song. Languages sung are Braj, Avadi, and Bhojpuri. Heroes as reincarnations of Pandava has been seen in this Alha also. Five Pandav brothers situated as Alha, Udal, Malkam, Lakan, and Deva. This represents form of Alha. And coming to the folk song of the Assam, that is the Bihu Geet. During the harvest festival, Bihu festival, sung this Bihu Geet. And Ovi in the Maharashtra and Goa area, fisherman song of the Maharashtra and Goa, usually songs of the women. And when coming to the Pai song, generally sung in the Madhya Pradesh, during the festivals, especially in the rainy season. Good monsoon and good harvest is plead for this. The dance also performed during this Paisang is the said to be the Saira dance. And when coming to the Mand, generally it is a folk song of Rajasthan. It is about the glory of the Rajputs. And Mando, it is a folk song of the Goa and unique blend of the Indian and Western culture. This Mando is the mixture of both Indian and the Western components. Dandiya, the Gujarat, Ras or Dandiya Ras. It is a traditional folk song of the Gujarat. Scenes of Holi and Leela of Krishna, Radha at the Vrindavan. These are the themes performed in Navaratri along with the Garba dance. Remember this, Garba also belongs to the Gujarat itself. And Povada generally performs in the state of Maharashtra. Ballads of the songs of heroes of the past generally seen. For example, about the Chhatrapati Shivaji, all these things. And Konjam Parva. This Konjam Parva can be seen in the state of Manipur. It is important folk song of Manipur. Musical narration of the ballads of Battle of Konjam, that is between the British Army and Manipuri resistance in 1891 can be seen. And the Lavani, generally it is in the Maharashtra area. Traditional dance with the beats of dolki, a percussion instrument, can be seen with this. It has powerful rhythm and beats has been seen. Apart from this, fusion of both classic and the folk songs can be seen, including Sugam Sangeet, Shabad, Kavali, Ravindra Sangeet, Gana Sangeet, and Haveli Sangeet. Coming to the Sugam Sangeet, it's all about devotional music, prayers, and chantings. Famous singers include Anup Jalota and Gulshan Kumar. Shabad, it is also songs of Sikhs who sung in the Gurudwaras dedicated to the Guru Nanak, generally in the Punjab area. Qawwali, this Qawwali is a fast Arabic style of music praise to the Allah or Prophet Muhammad or major Sufis, composed in a single raga, performed in the Sufi shrines. Singer is said to be the Qawwal. And coming to the next thing, that is Ravindra Sangeet. It is a mixture of a classical plus Bengali folk. More than 2000 Ravindra Sangeet songs has been sung by the Bengali music lovers. And coming to the Gana Sangeet, it is a fusion of, generally it is a chorus group of songs. That's why Gana Sangeet has been seen. And also songs about malpractices in the society has been seen. Example, Vande Mataram is belongs to this category of Gana Sangeet. And Haveli Sangeet, it was developed mostly in the Rajasthan and Gujarat. Currently practicing community for this Haveli Sangeet is the Pushtimarka Sampradaya. And coming to the modern music, include rock, jazz, and pop. Rock prevalent as Indian rock in the Indian subcontinent. topically India-centric and retains global rock elements also. Many bands or artists has been produced, including NRI musicians. First rock singers are Usha Uthap and Norwegian Woods in 1965, George Harrison, through which Ravi Shankar got inspired. There, it's originated Indian rock. The Beatles by Maharishi Yogi at the Rikesh in 1968 is another important album. And coming to the jazz, its origin in the Bombay in 1920s, Goan music slowly percolated this to the Hindi film and music industry. 1930s to 1950s said to be the golden years of the jazz in India. Several black musicians came to India uh, to avoid racial discrimination of the USA as their theme. It is prevalent in the Bombay and the Taj Mahal areas, all these things. And pioneers include Ravi Shankar and John Coltrane. And pop, Indian pop or Hindi pop, generally a mixture of pop plus Indian classical. It grassroots efforts of Indo-pop made by Alisha Chinnat along with Biddu and MTV India. Now there is a subgenre in the for the Bollywood pop. Current exponents include Mohit Chauhan, Mika Singh, Raghav Sachin, and Papon. These all about important things about the music. Apart from it, some of the musical instruments are famous. That is the Avanada Vadya, Sushira Vadya, Gana Vadya, and Tata Vadya. Coming to the Avanada Vadya, it is a generally membranophone instrument, also known as percussion instrument. Most ancient among the class is Bhumi Dundubi. It is said to be the earth drum. Others include tabla, drum, dole, and congo, and also mrudangam comes under this. When coming to the Shushira Vadya, these are the aerophones. Whereas Avanavadya is a membranophone, that is by using a membrane, a sound has been produced. For example, drums. And Shushira Vadya somewhat about aerophone, that is when you pump the air, a sound is produced through this, that is said to be the Shushira Vadya. Generally, we will see in the marriages or somewhat all these things. These are the wind instruments. Most commonly, Bansuri, Shannai, Pungi, and Nikes are the important instruments. Shannai is the most common but difficult to the play. And one of the oldest wind instrument in India is the Shannai also. Ustad Bismillah Khan is said to be the Shannai king for his legendary soulful play. Flute also one of the important and most common, most famous Indian flutist is the Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia. And Gana Vadya, these are the ideophones. Genre of the solid instrument, no requiring any tuning, also called ideophone. Example, Manjira, Jatarang, Kanchatarang, Jenj and Kartal, that is by somewhat rapiding between two plates are like this. These instruments are said to be the Gana Vadya. It is small brass plates used in the temples, generally in the bhajana or all these things. Function to keep rhythm and time with the song. These all about. And coming to the last one, that is the Tata Vadya. Tata Vadya is said to be the cardophones or string instrument. Sound best modified by the hand. Based on the hand, the sound will be modified. Three types of Tata Vadya has been seen: bowed, pectoral, and the struck by small hammer or pair of sticks. Bowed instruments include sound drawn from a bow across the strings, including sarangi or violin. When coming to the pectoral, strings are plucked by the fingers itself by a plectrum of wire or horn, including sitar, veena, and tambura, and struck by small hammer or pair of sticks. Generally, when we take it and when you will take a stick-like instrument on this sarangi, you will play it by moving front and forth. It is said to be the this type of instrument. outstanding in Indian artists in field of Tata Vadyas has been seen. Apart from all these things, Tata Vadya is famous for its Indian players. That's all about the whole about the Indian music.